Hello everyone, welcome to another video on leadership and to my home, the Kimlani headquarters. and Today we're going to be talking about leading others. So in other videos we've covered what is leadership. We've also covered that the first step is to lead yourself in order to sort of improve personal performance and develop these initial qualities of leadership, which are establishing credibility, establishing trust, establishing these goals and milestones, but then also going out and achieving them. And today I wanted to talk about moving up to the next step, which is transitioning from being an individual contributor where you focus solely on your personal performance and those personal qualities that leaders have, to leading others and working with a group of people towards to achieve a common goal, and how you go about achieving these team goals. So what are some of the qualities or competencies that you need in order to sort of manage other people and lead other people? So I think firstly, communication. I think being able to communicate clearly is a very core competency in terms of working with others, being able to delegate effectively as well, but also how you do this delegation and communication to your team. And maybe in your personal, professional career, you've almost experienced at times certain tensions or situations where you feel like you're being micromanaged in the workplace. And if you reflect and you think about these times, maybe there's this sort of sense of discomfort that sort of comes up depending on your style of work. But a lot of people that I've spoken to about this, basically emphasize that what they want from their bosses and what they want from their leaders is, an element of trust in them to get the job done. I think other things that spring to mind are the ability to coach. So rather than you know focusing on language, which is do this now, and there's certain times in a project or in the workplace where these directive language is necessary, but a far more effective way of leading others is through developing a skill which is known as coaching. And coaching allows you to basically, as a leader, ask powerful questions from your team and help them move closer towards the common goal that the team is looking to achieve. And it does so in a way where it leaves your team members feeling empowered, because they're the ones who are answering questions, explaining their logic, explaining why they're doing things in a certain way, and through that sort of process, working with you as a leader to dissect what's happening and explaining what's going through their mind, but also what's happening in their part of the project that they're managing, or their area of work. I think another sort of skill set as well, especially in the times now where a lot of teams are sort of formed in a way which is cross-functional. So that means that you're working with teams from different departments, and they have maybe different ways of working, different language that they use, and this element of being open to different cultural perspectives is also a very important skill set to develop and learn in your leadership journey. So those are just some of the few things that sort of spring up to mind. There's one last one which I think I touched upon a little bit earlier in the conversation when I mentioned micromanagement, but this one is an absolute key skill set to sort of work on, and it's in relation to conflict. As a leader, when you're managing others, being able to resolve conflict is a core competency, because at any point in time there may result sort of discussions and different ways of thinking amongst team members, and as a leader your role is to effectively remain calm in these situations, depending on the type of conflict that you're trying to resolve. And I'll do another video in which we dive a little deeper on the different types of conflicts that may arise in your organization. But being able to sort of notice these elements or these conflicts that may trigger you, and not react in the moment, but actually be able to sort of take a step back, breathe, quite frankly. So mindfulness techniques over here in terms of notice when you're getting triggered, but don't react or don't have a sort of an emotional outburst, so to say. And this is much easier said than done, but this is all part of the process of developing yourself and growing as an individual and as a leader, and have a bit more of a sort of calm, methodical approach to resolving conflict within teams. So this is just a very quick overview and just some of my thoughts that have sprung up to mind in terms of leading others. I hope you've found it useful, and I look forward to interacting with all of you, and doing more videos of this kind. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll speak to you soon.